What's up, everyone? James Lynch here for Odds Checker US, taking a look at Saturday's UFC Vegas 47 main event, which features Jack Hermansson taking on Sean Strickland. This is going to be going down at the Apex in Las Vegas, so smaller cage. And also, this card is actually starting a bit earlier. I did another video on the main card. This card actually starts at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Pacific Time, so keep in mind the time change. But you look here, pretty even fight, although the odds do favor Strickland. 33 years old for Jack Hermansson, 30 years old for Strickland, 6'1" apiece, 77.5-inch reach to 76-inch reach. Now, Hermansson coming off a nice win in his last fight over Edmund Shabazian, which, had a little bit of trouble in that first round, but was able to come back and get it done. Lost to Marvin Vettori before that, and then had a really impressive submission win over Calvin Gastelum prior to that. We know Hermansson's got a really good ground game, so if this does get to the ground, that's definitely interesting here for Hermansson. He did lose to Jared Cannonier a few fights prior. Consistency has been a problem here for Hermansson. Like I said, he's 2-2 in his last 4 fights. However, the two guys he's lost to in Vettori and Cannonier are two of the best middleweights in the division, so can't fault him too much for that. But you look here, a lot of submission wins. It'll be interesting to see if he can get this one to the ground. Sean Strickland has looked, he's undefeated since moving up to middleweight. If you remember, he had a really bad motorcycle accident and then came back in October of 2020, started fighting at middleweight, and he hasn't lost since. In fact, his most impressive win, I think, was over Brendan Allen, finishing him in the second round. Nobody had finished Brendan like that prior to that fight. That was a really good win there. And then the last fight against Uriah Hall, really pivotal fight. Went out there, completely outstruck Uriah Hall and looked great in that one. So it'll be interesting to see how he does in this fight. I'd say Hermansson is probably the best opponent that he's fought so far. I think Hall's maybe on that level too, but it should be interesting. And also it's a 5-round fight, so we'll see how Strickland can go. And I know Strickland's got a bit of a different personality, but don't lose sight of how good he's been since coming back from that accident. He's looked great, and even his losses at welterweight, one of them is to Kamaru Usman. I mean, that's not a bad loss to have in the resume here. So I'm going to go with Sean Strickland. I think his pressure is going to be a little bit too much, and I think his ground game and takedown defense is going to be good enough to sort of not get taken to the ground against Hermansson here. I think he goes out there and potentially wins a decision, or maybe gets a late finish in this one, but I think Strickland is going to get in Hermansson's face, and I think he's going to go out there and look really impressive. So I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Who are you picking in Saturday's main event? Which side are you on? Follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at Lynch on Sports, and make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel at Odds Checker US, where you'll find my interviews every single week along with my breakdowns. I'm James Lynch. Enjoy the fights this weekend, and I'll talk to you guys next week.